Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're the Gamer Broskies, and we're here to bring back another kind of vlog style, I guess. Not really showing our face, but just
Yeah.
having a friendly TF2 match.
Just how we feel about certain topics.
Yeah, this is where late at night, late game sessions, TF2. We got a lot. We got a lot on our minds. So,
Yes.
we got T Sniper over here.
We got the Humu Nation right here.
And today we're just gonna talk about
Oh my god.
topic that I like to talk about is girls, and specifically since we both have girlfriends now, so we're just gonna like talk about how me and my girlfriend met, and you know maybe I don't know, but we'll start from there.
Yeah, we'll start from there.
Yeah. So
And just a little insider. If you, I mean, this is more like a story, but just as an insider, if you guys want to learn any tips on, I don't know, maybe you guys want a girlfriend or something.
yeah.
Like T Sniper over here, been with his girlfriend for like 10 years now. and we're only like 9, so we don't really know how that happened, but
We met in each other's.
no, I'm yeah. But the real story, they how long, like, is it 5 years now, 4 years, 5 years?
We just had 4 years like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay, so which is still a long time,
Yeah.
so if you guys, I mean, 4 years is a long time, so obviously something's working for him. So anyway, good.
So man, it was probably like freshman year. No, it was freshman year. And
Like what? Okay. What about like who liked who first? I'm sorry to interrupt your story.
Oh no, it's chill. You know, it wasn't okay in high school. Okay, freshman high school. Don't really know what to expect. You know, going through puberty. Having these weird changes and stuff. And when you get to high school, it's like different from middle school because, 8th grade, you're pretty much like the oldest person on campus, and pretty much all the oldest people are 8th graders. Little pre.
Yeah. In 8th grade, you basically
8th graders.
Yeah, you just basically feel like Bear Grylls in 8th grade. That's probably like the best way to describe
it. Yeah. So, high school, I wasn't really. I mean, you always want to you always want like a girlfriend, like, oh yeah, like I want to like kiss a girl,
Yeah, but, it's like that's like the ultimate milestone.
The ultimate goal of high school.
Yeah.
But so I mean,
and I know some of y'all take that a little bit further, but that's
okay. Yeah, seriously, you guys need to calm down.
Yeah, you guys need to calm down.
But
that's a different video.
Yeah. But so I joined cross country. Say what you will about cross country, but I joined it the summer before freshman year, and there was this girl named Amanda, and I didn't really know her that well. She went to another middle school, and we have 2 middle schools that like combined into our high school. So
high school. Yeah.
I didn't really.
She actually went to my my middle school.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I really didn't know her that well. She was like a nice girl. We would say hi to each other and stuff, but we never had like any we never had any like conversations like that and stuff. So I
Yeah, because
mean,
it's like kind of weird, you know, like
yeah, yeah,
especially if you just meet them, it's kind of weird.
yeah. So I mean, I didn't really know anyone on the team, so it's just kind of like at the stage where, oh, let me just like talk to you, maybe get to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
Hmm.
um, I didn't really know her that well. She didn't know me, so I didn't really, at the time, I didn't know how big of an impact she was going to have on my life. Um,
Oh yeah, which
I
which
mean,
which is also like anyone if you just
yeah,
start,
seriously.
you know, because like no one knows like, oh, we're gonna be together for like the next like 20 years or something like that, or like even 4, you know. So
Yeah,
no one thinks like that, you know.
yeah.
So
So
because at the end of the day, regardless of what you want to believe, anything can happen, right? So
yeah. So I mean, I was talking to her. I mean, it wasn't even like serious either. It's just how's your day?
yeah,
I'll see you at practice, and then say goodbye and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
Here, let's just do like a little like little session of how it went. You be Tristan, or you be T, and then I'll be Amanda.
all right. Well, yeah, I don't know if I can remember back then, but to be honest, we didn't really talk that much. Like we never had any conversation. But if it was to like say hi or something, it would just be like oh hey
Yeah,
Amanda, and she'd be like, oh hey Tristan, and then we would go back to like our own
yeah,
separate
yeah,
like friends.
yeah,
So
yeah.
as the year went on, I still didn't really talk to her, and
Mm.
I mean I mean, it's not like I didn't like her or anything. It's just I just didn't really like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't like out searching for like a girlfriend at that time. So it was just like,
yeah, yeah.
oh, I mean, I don't really know what to say, so I'll just like do stuff. So man, I'm getting owned right now. But anyway, um,
Nah, me too.
yeah, but so so that was pretty much like the first semester of school. So fast forward to probably like late January. Fast forward to there
Mm.
and enter my first cell phone that I could text with.
Yes,
And back
yes.
then texting was like still fairly new. This was like maybe like 5 years ago, and it was still
Yeah,
fairly
yeah,
new. And all my friends could text, and I was like pretty much the only one that didn't like I couldn't text at all. So like I was
yeah,
like
yeah.
I was like bewildered. I was like, holy crap! Like I could talk to
Mm.
people. I can like text them. I don't have to like talk to them like full on. I could just be like, yo, hey, what's up? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so when I got my phone, I like texted everyone. I didn't even like people I didn't even like know really. I just like texted them. I was like, hey, what's up? I could text now. And at the time I was like, yeah, like I'm like cool as hell, but
Yeah, it's like holla,
like,
holla, holla
oh my
back.
god. So why am I saying all this? Because this was um fast forward to maybe oh no, Valentine's Day. Um, I was
Mm.
still texting people, but um
Yeah, yeah.
pretty much I just decided I went to Lancaster, which is kind of like a small town. God, which is like a small town, kind of like in the desert. And there wasn't really anything to do there. There wasn't any internet. My grandpa didn't have internet there. And I didn't have
Hmm.
smartphones back then, so it was just me, my phone, and probably my DS that I had back in the day. But
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so I just had my phone and that was it. So I just decided to just one day just text her on that day, and um, we, I mean, we just kept talking and stuff, and then we kind of like we kind of found out that we had things in common and stuff. You know, we kept texting each other and stuff. So then that eventually led to her asking me to Sadie's, which if you guys don't know, it's pretty much a dance where a girl asks, and then it's like themed, not really like a formal dance. So so that kind of, you know, it was a little awkward because, you know, it was my first dance and my first time dancing with a girl, like that. You know how people dance at high school dances these days, but yeah, so it was a little awkward at first, but you know, I had a good time. I think she did too. So that was probably where it kind of got a little serious. I think like a couple weeks after, we kind of told we told or we told each other that we liked each other, and so, you know, okay, a funny story because when we both told each other that we liked her, I I remember the text. I was like, so does this mean we're dating now? And like, no, like I think we have to get to know each other more, and then, you know, you have to eventually ask me out. So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Or you can ask me out.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. But
No, honestly, if you do that, you will never pick up a girlfriend.
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Don't take that advice.
But yeah, so I mean, so yeah, after that, that was pretty much where it all started, and then we just kept talking and talking and stuff, and I didn't really have the balls to ask her. It was like probably like 2 months after we told her we liked each other, but I just didn't know how to ask her, so I just kept stalling it, and all these people kept pressuring me and stuff. So on June 8th, 2010, I was sitting on the field for practice with Amanda and her friend, and then all of a sudden her friend just decides to leave and say, okay, I'm gonna leave you two alone now. And I was like, well, this is kind of awkward now. So there was like a 10-second awkward silence gap, and then I was like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna just get this, or not get this over with, but I'm gonna just get this out of my chest. And I finally asked her out, and you know, I never really expected it, but to this day we are still dating now after 4 years, which I probably in a million years can never have
Yeah.
But you know, things work out like that, and I guess I just got lucky with this one. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the story of how we met. And, you know, I'm grateful that she's in my life, and
Yeah.
you know, there's minor arguments and fights that common relationships have, but we got past them.
Yeah. Which come with the relationship.
Yeah,
right?
it honestly, it makes the relationship stronger.
It does.
You learn more things about each other and what makes them, you know, angry or upset and stuff. So, I mean, we get past it and stuff, and now since we go to different schools, we are doing long distance. Many of you will attest to that and say college is like all about exploring and trying new things and banging chicks all day, but you know that.
Yeah, which it is, because they're doing the long distance, you know. Bada boom, bada bang, baby.
Yeah, but you know, it is hard sometimes because, you know, you see all these other couples on campus, and knowing that you're like hundreds of miles away from each other, it gets kind of hard. But you know, honestly, I think it's worth it for me at least. you know, it's hard to break off something when you've been dating them for like 3+ years.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much the story of our relationship, and um, yeah, just you know, if you guys just thought you guys would enjoy this kind of story, get a little, get to learn a little something about us. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's how my story pretty much went. I think the moral is that you can't go looking for it. You know, like
Mhm.
the best kind of love just like happens. You know, and you know,
And like you're not expecting
you're
anything.
definitely not expecting it. Like I definitely didn't expect to like have a long-term girlfriend in my first year of high school. Like I
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
just turned like 15 or 14 or something like that. And you know, that's a pretty like big thought for like a freshman in high school at that time. So
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
that's for me, but you know, I'm glad it worked out. And can you hear my chewing? But yeah, that's how we met, and to this day, happily not married, but happily dating, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.